At it again, round two, part two, round two, and I am actually doing it via the cell phone, cell phone signal. I called Cox Communication and they told me that my router is outdated, my modem unit, and so hopefully I can maintain a good signal, which I have a very poor signal at home. You guys have experienced me dropping, but if anything, it'll record. I hope it'll continue to record. I should have probably just done this via Prism Live also, but it's dead, and I do want to get this backpack repaired. So part two to that. Let's see here. I've got my laptop here also, and I'm trying to connect to the mobile hotspot as well, but yeah, technology is not my friend right now. So this is crazy, you know. But technology, these things happen, and it's just it is what it is, right? And so I'm trying to get it pulled up here so that I can see what's going on with with the chat for one, but that's this one here, the old cell phone that is connected to the YouTube that way. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me, coming back if you left me and earlier, because technology issues and these things, like I said, they happen, and that's okay, right? We figure it out, and nothing is foolproof, if you will. And so I appreciate you hanging out with me. Cool Cat, thank you very much. How did you get on? I had to go. Yeah, so I was on the phone with Cox Communication, which is our internet service provider, and they did all the tests, reset the router, they sent the signal. We're not in an internet outage area. And so they basically told me that my modem, which is an Aris surfboard, is 3 years old. It was installed in 2021, and that I'm due for a replacement. So yeah, I ordered another one. I'll pick it up tomorrow and install it myself when I get it. But yeah, technology, right? These things happen, and that's okay. I mean, and I thought to myself, well, I can't watch TV because no internet, because I got Apple TV. So funny. And Cool Cat, thanks for coming back. I am still in the process of finishing off the repair of my backpack, which is what this is all about, repairing my everyday carry drone backpack, because I got this giant hole in it, which I cut out, and I'm replacing it. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And before I had like 2 cameras set up with Prism Live and was going about it that way, but we are not doing it that way any longer. We're doing it this way so that I can finish this task, this job of, if you will, of live streaming this repair, right? So thank you so much for hanging out with me, everybody, and coming back and enjoying this. I'm trying to figure out how to pull up the chat on this so I can put it over there, or at least have it a secondary one, because the mobile hotspot doesn't seem to want to work here as well. Technology, right? But lessons learned between, for example, I need to get fiber. Maybe that's what it comes down to, right? And we don't have fiber in this area yet, and I can't wait for that to occur so that we can, because the plan I'm on right now, it's 1,000 megabits per second. But I mean, the last speed check I did was what? I wrote it down, 600 something, and no, very poor upload speeds. And so, yeah, it is what it is. I'm trying to figure out how to pull that up, like I said, on this right now, but can't find it. But I wanted to show you what I've got going on here, and I'll put this back on that mount. Check this out. So I've got that magnet on the back of this phone, and it's mounted onto, let's see here, onto that magnet there as my holder, which is cool. But now we're going to go ahead and move over to the sewing machine to sew this backpack together. So let's do this. We'll just put this down over here, close that up, and there's the backpack. That's what needs to get repaired, and I'm basically going to start sewing this strip here. Yeah, and to do that, I'm going to actually mount the phone here so you can see what I got going on. And yeah, we're making it work, right, folks? The first thing I had to do is thread the sewing machine. I guess I could have probably been doing this stuff while we were waiting, but that's part of the cool thing about what I do have going on here. You can see my tools and what I got going on. This industrial sewing machine is awesome, made by Sailrite. And so, yeah, that's part of the kit, right? So, let's see. Let's go ahead and make this happen. I'm gonna put this. We're gonna move this stuff out of the way so it doesn't get knocked off by the backpack. Clearing the area here. Yeah, how funny. Loss of my equipment or my internet there. But all right, let's see here. That's gonna get sewed up like that. So what would be the best way to go about sewing this? Change the angle slightly also so it's a better view. Put that in the center. And there. If my mom's watching, check it out, Mom. Right? Let's see here. And I also want to put some tape down there also, actually. So it doesn't move and it stays secured in the spot. Let's see. So I got my tape here. I'm going to throw a little bit of that on to help maintain its position for when I sew it. We're going to do this too. We're going to go across and then turn it this way. Oh, the camera's angle seemed to change again. Apologies, folks. Appreciate again your patience in hanging out with me, continuing to hang out with me this fine Monday evening, President's Day, which is what the holiday is. So let's peel this sticker back. But that's double-sided sticky tape that I use to secure and keep the part in place, like so. So I can sew. Mash it down so it doesn't move, and that'll basically just get sewed all up together. And then I think I want to do that on this side also, and on the other side as well before I start sewing. So we'll do that too. Go like this. There. Turn it. So it goes here like so. And we'll cut it. And I don't use my cloth scissors to do the cutting of that because I don't want to get it all gunky with sticky residue. How's the audio? Cool Cat? We hopefully we're not buffering too much, which is crazy because I don't like streaming via internet or via cell phone. But that's what we got going on right now. So so that'll get stuck there and there. All right, I'm ready to start sewing stuff, yeah? All right, this turns on. And put my glasses on so I could see. And what I'll probably end up doing first is just getting it started so that you can see, because all that's kind of in the way. Obviously, you can't see what I've got going on unless I do this. push that up there. Maybe that's a little better of a view. Roger that, cool cat. Alpha 10, Victor 10. Thank you very much, sir. Hey, Justin, how are you? Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, fixing my drone everyday carry backpack, which had a big hole in it. Just to show you that hole. This was the hole in my backpack. And so I'm fixing it. And by replacing, I cut that panel out in the earlier and just sewing it all back together. Do I want to go that way with it or the other way? Yeah, I actually want to go this way with it. No, because then I got to bring it around this way. No, this is the better way to do it. I was on the right track, but I should switch out. I'm switching out legs. This piece here, I want this on this side. So to do that, get the hex out to make that change. That's the set screw, and I'm going to remove. Actually, I want to remove that the back leg. We're going to leave that on there. So we'll tighten that back down. Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe that my internet went out like that just now. You know, and not good, not cool at all. Was not happy about that whatsoever. But that's not the one I want. See, this is a double presser foot. This is single. I want the left side presser foot attachment to hold the material down while I sew. And so that's this one here. As you can see, this is the left side one. Just wear and tear, Justin. You know, wear and tear. This backpack, I had got it in 2000 and by Era 3. They don't make this backpack. It's kind of like a prototype backpack that they wanted me to test out way back when because I guess they know I'm a gear guy. And they're like, yeah, do a review of this backpack. And I did. And I guess it was so expensive when they were building it, you know, or to build, and nobody was buying it because they're like, well, I could just put a armor plate in my backpack, which I did also because this backpack actually has a what do you call it, soft armor plating in it. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for the screwdriver. So I could undo this in order to lift that up and remove the right foot, the right presser foot. But I know I should play some music in the background, right? But there's the right side, and let's go ahead and install the left side presser foot. Here, install the set screw, and the key is just feeding it through both at the same time. There you go, got it. So now tighten this down. Yeah, so I was on the phone with Cox Communication for the last hour, and they basically told me that I needed a new modem. So I said, sure, I need internet, because not that when I finally get around to wanting to do a live stream from home, you know, it failed on me, my internet. And granted, I was on for a good hour. I guess that's all the Fortniting I've been doing, right? All right, we're back in business. So everything is lined up here. I'm pretty happy with that. And we're just going to go around the world with this sewing job here, like so. And I'll probably do a double stitch just to make sure that it stays secure. But how's the view look to you guys? Pretty good? Okay, cool. So let's do this, yeah? Pull this back through and around. Oh, it shifted. All right. 1, 2, back stitch. All right. Now return. So I'm just a little bit off to the side, which that's okay. We're gonna bring it over a little bit more. All right, there, perfect. That's where I want it to be. The key with sewing, I believe, is going slow. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And it's important to maintain your straight lines as best as possible. Additionally, I'm not like, a professional tailor that can go really fast. Because I do want to, I'm trying to keep as straight of a line as possible. And this pack, the way everything is positioned and set up, it is a little unwieldy. Just trying to keep things into place. And of course, if I messed up the stitch, I'll have to reset a few things, of course, as well. Yeah, my lucky bag, indeed. Indeed. All right, let's see here. So coming right along. Looks good so far. A couple stitches there like so. And then we'll back it up slightly to there. I think that's going to be the same width as that presser foot. Now I need to turn this whole unit around like this so that'll sit on my lap. You know what? That's good enough. Straight wise. I'll be happy with that. All right. All right, that's one side done so far. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And now I don't want to jinx myself and say this is going to be the easy part because it's never easy, But I'm going to attach this here like so. And then the piping is next afterwards. So that'll basically go there like that. I think it's I think it'll be like so. Ideally, what I do is I sticky tape it down also. So let's see. You know what? I don't like looking at all these little threads here. If possible, pull some of these out just so I'd like a clean slate, so to speak. You know, let's change the angle a little bit so it's easier for you guys to see what I've got going on and what I'm doing. Captain Joe, good evening, sir. How are you? Thanks for joining and hanging out. Yeah, just repairing my everyday carry backpack, which is what I keep my drone in addition to the drone bag that it sits in, that you all know and have seen. Maybe not. Maybe you haven't seen it, but pull that trash can a little closer. But yeah, I when I first checked into the team, you know, they gave me all, you know, adult size gear. They didn't have any kid size body armor. They didn't have any, you know, stuff. They didn't have nothing that fit me. So I would have to make my own gear, modify the gear to fit my body. As funny as that sounds, right? But that's just the way it was back then. And so, yeah, just trying to visualize how all this is going to fit like this, because that wasn't like that before. Well, there's the middle, so that should line up right there like so. And then the rest will fall into place. Because it's curved, that'll actually do nicely like that, I think. You know, I would have machine stitched and used an iron-on bond at the same time. I'd never waterproof a bag. It's a waste of time, but would wrap items in the bag and bin liners as I've done before. Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, it's wax canvas. It's somewhat water resistant, water repellent, water whatever, right? Whatever. whatever. So, all right, this is interesting because this loopy doopy thing here, maybe I'll have a little bit of a wrinkle in it, but that's okay. Or not. It might actually work out really well. I mean, it's pretty exact. It's just a matter of, like I said, it's reattaching it all. So my camping expeditions are always well prepared for it. No, that's exactly what I would do. I mean, there's no such thing as a waterproof bag unless it's plastic or the new material, you know, rubber. And we'd always put, you know, in addition to that, we would put it in waterproof sacks on the inside as well for gear. But yeah, my biggest thought was what is going on with this, because that is a huge issue there. I think it might be an issue when I go to sew it all back together. So if I do like this and just keep it on the edge like so, will that actually work? I think so. We're gonna do it. We're gonna find out and see. But to help me keep things in place, I'm gonna use this tape once again to tape everything down and hold things in place. But let's remove some of these excess threads that we don't need laying about. Keep the workspace clear. All right, so let's do this. Do I want to tape it down? You know, I'm going to clip it down, actually. That might be the better way to do it. It's going to be great. Go for it, Jason. You've got this. Indeed. Indeed. So the center is right there, and the center of the pack is here also. So we know that will go there like so. And I'm just going to follow the same stitch line there, so everything remains the same. a little bit of a curvature to it, so I gotta keep that into account also. But yeah, that'll be fine, just like that. Just sew it all the way around, like so. So I think those are all the clips that I'll need. You know, I don't want there to be too many wrinkles in the material, so we're gonna do it like that. All right, so this looks pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with this setup. Clip it down, then test it before you stitch it. All right, good idea, Dustin. Let's take a look. So that's clipped down. Let's put another clip there. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, see what it looks like when it's all clipped down. Good call, bro. Look at that. So that looks pretty good. Oops, falling off. The sewing table is small. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, for what I've got going on and what I've done with it, you know, and whatnot. So we're doing this. Sew all the way back around. All right, and that's the nice thing about this sewing machine. It's industrial, so it'll sew through this really thick part here without breaking a needle, and these needles are thick. Good call, Justin. Thank you very much for reminding me, hey, clip it, take a look and see what it looks like. And, you know, the clips will pop off if I really, you know, put it down, but I'm not going to really do that much with that. But we're gonna go ahead and start sewing this sucker back up. I'm making it happen. So I can put my drone back in my bag for tomorrow's adventure. I don't really have anything going on tomorrow, but yeah. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see what that looks like. What do you think? Look at that. That looks good. You got a little bit of a wrinkle there, but that's okay. That's okay. That looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. Look. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, let's put the piping back together and then call this a day. Call this a night. My failed live stream earlier because my internet went out because I have an old router. Or was that or did Cox tell me that it's old and needed to be replaced just to sell me a new one? Right? All right, let's see here. Do I need to cut this in a little bit more? I think so. Justin said he would do a better job. Nice, right on. Hey man, there are folks that are really good at this type of stuff, you know, and we'd be, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if if he could. Everyone here has many different talents, yeah? And it's cool. Thank you very much, Cool Cat. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. And then we just put this stitching back on as a cover for the rest of it. Now, question is make sure it stays in place, right? And then I get both sides of the stitch. I'm going to keep it black. I'm not going to mess with, you know, a different color thread. Thank you very much, Captain Joe. Joe America. America. You know, I want to trim this down a little bit too. Otherwise, it's too far away from the edge. All right. Coming along. All right, so and then we'll restock my drone everyday carry pack with the drone. Trying to make sure that it stays even on both sides, because if I don't, I'll only have one side stitched down, in which case I'll just double up on the stitching on both sides. In fact, that might be the better way to do it, one side and then the other, you know. But I think we'll try to do it one shot, one kill. Clip that there. And one more clip in the middle there. And I'll probably end up doing a double stitch anyhow, just to make sure it doesn't come apart. Because I'm doing it like this. All right. In fact, I'm going to do like this, just to ensure that I get both sides. We're going to put it on that side like so. Oh, I missed the thread. And this is on the inside of the bag anyway, of which, even if it was all jacked up and gross looking on the outside, I don't care, because I mean, this pack is almost 10 years old. My wife's like, "You're due for a new pack." Well, I wanted to fix it. So that's what we did tonight. Right, Maggie? She's like, "Whatever, Dad." All right, so let's do this now also. Look at that. Let's raise this angle up a little higher. Get a different, better view of the whole setup. That looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah, if you look at the live stream from earlier, you could see what it looked like before. You know, the zipper operational. That's good to go. my backpack doesn't have a hole in it anymore. That's cool, dude. And it looks good. I mean, that red stripe over there like that, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, there's a little bit of a wrinkle there, but, you know, that looks pretty darn good. All right. Whew, what do you think about that, YouTube? That was cool. I dig it. That's when, all right, let's see. Looks good. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. That's when Joe got his operator's badge from Brown Owl. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but right on. Take a look. There's the pack. Here, let me put that down here. Set that up. Sorry about that. Oh, and switch the camera angle here. Zoom it out a little bit. That's what that looks like now. That looks good. I'm really happy with that. I mean, I missed that hole there, but that was not part of the issue here. That's this. This piece was there before. That rip. And that's just wax canvas. It's old. When I grabbed the pack, I would grab here like this and probably just wear and tear, which is why that ripped open. But that looks really good. Good backpack. What's nice about this backpack and is that right here, you can see it. It was actually built with soft armor built in, but wear and tear once again. So I will not be repairing that tonight. I'm going to leave that for now, but that would be the next project. I might just sew something to cover it completely over, but I would need to take that soft armor plating out first, you know, and this is what I've got on the inside of the pack as well. This, I put this armor plate for rifle rounds in the back of my pack as also. But yeah, that's heavy. And that's what makes that pack heavy also. But that's success right there, guys. I appreciate you hanging out, watching me finish this project for my drone backpack. Here's the machine, the Sailrite Fabricator. Good piece of kit right there. Industrial sewing machine. And so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to do this for a while. Ever since the hole was this small, I was like, ooh, I got to do something about that. And then it just got longer and longer to a point where it's like, it became a concern of it. It became a concern of it actually breaking, you know. So yeah, there it is. There's that pack. It looks good. I'm pretty happy. What do you guys think? Do some corner patches on the bottom with leather. Good call, Justin. Yes. And that's what I was thinking. Either leather or leather is probably the best way to do, you know, to put the corner patches on there, you know, versus replacing the entire thing, which don't put it past me that I might actually do, right? Just because it's like, replacing that entire panel, but a corner patch for there would be perfect. I agree with you 100%. Although this rubber part here is wearing down, but yeah, and part of it is I just wanted to see if I could do it and see what kind of a job I could do with that, you know. Leather, you know, find some of this more rubberized material. In fact, I've got, I could use old camouflage. What do you call it? This is a camouflage jacket. Yeah, that's part of my old uniform. So I could actually put that and just sew it on there, and you know, I mean, the backpack is gonna start to wear and tear in other places as well, so it'll need to be replaced at some point also, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, guys, because I have no internet. You know, I'm on my cell phone right now. And I really appreciate you hanging out, enjoying my my craftsmanship with this backpack. I mean, that looks. I am really happy with how that turned out. You know, I'm extremely happy with how that turned out. So, and that's what it's all about. Even if it did look like crap, right? If as long as I'm happy, right? So, when I say hi to Maggie, here she is, right here. She's like, Dad, Cool Cat is crunchy. Where's Maggie? She's just hanging out in her bed, chilling. All right, Cool Cat. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Justin. Appreciate you chilling And good call on clipping it and testing it out to see if it works. Let's see, Captain Joe America, thanks for joining as well. Who else is on here right now? And yeah, it's different looking at this on my phone. I should be using my glasses at the same time right now. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out and listening in and watching me do this. Maybe I'll see you guys in the morning during my next drive stream. Yeah? All right. Good night, YouTube. Thanks again, fellas. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.